Ozzie Davis. I mean, that's the first, thing that comes to mind when I found out that Ozzie Davis was the writer of the play that David News, artistic director of studio, sent to me. He said, "Hey, have you read Pearlie Victorious before?" I hadn't actually. I'd never seen a production of it. Uh, and when I read it, I was really blown away by the comedy, by the layering of history that is in the piece, and then the the impulse toward uniting people. I thought that was such a powerful way to really tell this story, and the way Mr. Davis masterfully combined these elements really just, knocked me out of my socks. So I knew I had to tell this story. And it checks all the boxes of things in terms of theater that I want to be a part of and stories that I want to help tell. It checks all of those boxes. When I first read the play, one of the things that struck me was the use of African American stereotypes in the play, and how Ozzie Davis upended and subverted those stereotypes. That was something that really stuck with me. And thinking about those tropes, they're very aligned with blackface minstrelsy. And that was a very it's a tricky thing that he does in terms of using those stereotypes and then somehow imbuing humanity in those same stereotypes. So this framing this vision of an anti-minstrel show was something that I was thinking about. And in talking to Alexander Woodward, the scenic designer, I also brought up uh, vaudeville. So then Alexander's first design, he came back with a design that really speaks to that vaudevillian world and that sort of architecture with the proscenium arch and the footlights with the clamshells and things like that. So we sort of really leaned into this aesthetic of an anti-minstrel show and embracing like the presentational uh, approach of vaudeville also. And then also with the physical humor that's in the play, this term, this anti-minstrel show, just felt right. And again, knowing that it's in conversation with that other form, but we're really um, upending and subverting those stereotypes. So I think Pearlie Victorious is timeless because it deals with the essential question of when the hell are we going to be free? This is a question that Ozzie Davis said is at the heart of the play. And this is a question that not only applies to African Americans, but I think to all Americans when it comes to this painful history of enslavement. And then the timeliness of the piece, I think, is connected to this idea of history and how the play is imbued in history, and how much of this history now is being erased and at risk of being like obliterated and forgotten deliberately and sometimes unintentionally too. So I think those two ideas of, freedom and then history make this play timeless and timely.